right?
It's a while, yeah.
Once for like 6 months, so can't do it again soon. Don't worry. It was on there.
Is it dying too?
48%. Not too bad. Hopefully by the time it gets all the way down, the other one would have taken over.
Sure.
Your image quality is pretty good.
Yeah, this one is good.
Yeah. Your image quality is very good. Stoddy Man. Did you know Stoddy Man moved to Florida?
Yeah, I remember we were talking about on the last stream, right? I think so. It's crazy.
So who lives in Florida? How did you get to Florida, first of all, Stoddy Man? I know your girl lived somewhere in the South with her parents, and then I know your parents lived over here. At least your dad. I don't know. I'm guessing. I don't know. But how'd you get to Florida? Why is your face wet, chicks? What have you been doing? Did you notice?
Oh yeah, little drops on here, right?
What have you been doing, chicks?
Were you drinking water at the toilet?
She came from there.
What were you doing? Do you look tired? I feel like I do a little bit.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Where's my other phone? Didn't I have another phone here?
You plugged it into church?
That's one. Okay, two. Gotcha. Oh, you know what I can do?
AR picture.
I know, right? I need to take it off my phone, though.
Joe, are you crying?
15 life sentences. Yeah, it's been 10 years since Prince died. That's crazy.
Time flies.
But yeah, man, shit. Another another day in California.
What is this?
It's to propel water out of her.
Oh, yeah.
Plug it in. Yeah, fountain.
Are you being punished? Oh, you see a shadow.
Rezo Nizo. Salute. Chakado says, what's up? I'm sure you'll see.
Yeah, sorry, I put it on the airplane and it wasn't doing anything. Hey, chocolate doll.
You say I do mod. Hey, I do mod for Lando. But you never answered the team in conversation though. I know you said we'll talk, but oh, you know what though? Here's a good opportunity. You can go to Discord right now. General discussions. Join voice. Boom. A join voice. So you can join it too. Oh no, I'm not pressing. I'm definitely not pressing. I'm for none of the smoke. I don't join smoke. I don't like wildfires. I like mansions, palaces, estates, not wildfires. But then again, maybe because I'm always dealing with wildfires, I'm always trying to turn off. You're in general discussion? Let me get out of here. Okay, you're in general voice. Okay, boom.
Oh, there we go.
What's up, chocolate doll?
Alright, no, I'm not the smoke either, but Moha and Brooklyn, I don't know, they're like trying to come for me tonight.
Brooklyn's definitely trying to come for you. I'm not sure what you did to him. That's just slander. That's slander right now.
I didn't do anything. I never mind entertainment. First of all, entertainment is Korean. I don't speak Korean.
Who said? Well,
the same color.
Well, but hold on a second though. Timon's chat is not all Korean, even though Timon's chat is not all Korean.
First of all, let me speak to the woman. Let me speak to the queen.
I'm here. I can hear
Betty.
you. Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
I just want to say, I have to speak to you now on stream, but I want to say I salute you. You're really the real chick doing this stuff. You ain't never had to shake no ass. And you get more recognition and worthiness than any of these other bitches. Shut up, Mohan. Okay, now we can carry on. Mohan want to join the call. Let him join the call.
You said
He went to Spain by himself. He mad at me.
No.
He went to cruise to Spain and mad at me. I'm older than 30. I could be your mother, Mohan. Call me mama, not auntie.
Did he say? Are you calling her poor auntie? What kind of shit is that?
That's what I'm saying. He's different now.
Yeah, what kind of shit is that? That's crazy.
Mohan?
That's Mohan, yeah.
Now, because he's about to get married.
Moha is about to get married?
No, I'm sorry, Brooklyn.
Oh. Moha, how old are you?
I'm just telling you my age. You never asked a woman your age.
No, I'm saying.
She'll tell you the tools.
Oh, a lot of women tell their age. It's 2026, man. Women are just like men. But I was talking to Moha, actually. Moha, how old are you?
They're smarter.
Moha.
And Betty, she knows she's smarter. She just lets you take the lead because that's what honorable women do. I wouldn't let you take lead. my nigga. I fix you up probably every day. But that's neither here nor there. That's the woman for you. You should just marry her at this point. Like,
wait, what you say? Said it again?
you should just marry her at this point. Because the thing is, a lot of women are not going to put up with the shit that you do. Like, you need your facial expressions. I might get out after this.
Here's the
but
thing.
I'm right now.
Here's the
Let me
thing.
say, hey, real quick.
When you, whenever,
Good.
whenever you say, whenever I hear women say they're not going to put up, someone has to put up with you too. You realize that, right?
Yeah, but EBZ, you have to like say that you know you're a lot to deal with. Like,
I'm actually not.
everyone that wants to do this.
How am I allowed to deal with? I'm literally, I'm almost nothing to deal with. You know, I mean, unless maybe I'm going through going through hard times and somebody's having to support me or having to be there for me. I'm never anything to deal with. You know what I mean? If that's what you're saying, oh, you're a lot to deal with because you're always going through some situation. That's personal, you know.
Well, I'm not saying because you're going through some situation. It's just because you're just you. And you're a lot to deal with. I'm not saying because of any situation, just you.
But anyway, the
you're not
premise of this
a
conversation, Chocolate Doll, was to talk about how did you disappear? What happened when you disappeared for a gang of months sometime in the past there?
Well, before I never disappeared, and I told you this when I first became mod that I'm always gonna be like in the distance. I don't have to be mod. I'm still gonna be here. It's bigger than being mod.
Well, I mean, no one cares about a person being mod or not, at least not in my book, you know? And when you say it's bigger than being here, if you have a certain, especially if you say that, not even when you say, especially if you say it's bigger than, than being a moderator, which of course I would imagine that it's so. So of course when you see somebody, it's like, if she disappeared all of a sudden for a couple of months and I saw her again, I'll be asking her the same question.
I never disappeared though. The thing.
And she should be telling me, oh, well, you know, I'm always there. You just don't see me. Like, really? That's not the same thing.
Well, because the thing is, as sometimes you have to know, like, when to, like, back up. And the thing is, with everything that happened, I would have rather felt better speaking with you that we're going to talk about that particular topic off stream. But I've never, like, not believed in you. Shut up, Mohan. Mohan's the one that told me you were live, like, and messaged me all the time. Right now, he's acting different. But that's okay. Mohan's the one, like, come back.
Mohan sounds like, you're sounding like, what's his name? Who is it that always called you grandma? Who was that?
No, it wasn't Mohan that called me grandma.
It wasn't Mohan. It was another
chick. grandma.
No, I know, but there was another viewer who always tried to like drop that every time we talk.
BZ used to bother me a lot.
Who?
BZ. I might date Mohan if he's single. I think he's like from a different like country or something.
Mohan is Algerian, right?
Yeah, that's different. But I just want to say, like, it's good to see both of y'all. I'll get on screen for y'all, but I don't want anyone else to see me. And I'm talking on my off phone, so I don't know if it'll show, but it might.
I mean, you could do video. You could do a video. You could go on video right now. We'll see
I
it.
don't want anyone to see me.
No one can see you. They can't even see my phone.
You prefer submissive chicks? I bet you do, more.
Every man prefers submissive chicks, just so you know.
I'm not a big bully. Like,
You said what?
I'm opinionated. I'm not a big bully. I'm just opinionated.
I mean, being opinionated is one thing. Hi, Chocolate Doll.
Hey.
Now we get to see what you look like.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you definitely are. You know, whenever I imagine you, I imagine a little girl to an extent. I didn't. You're very different than I imagined.
Because their voice.
I'm not fat. Are you trying to make it like a big house? I'm just like.
Nah, no one said no. You're not fat. I didn't say that.
No, I don't think
you
talking
look
about size.
you
right?
look more mature than I imagined. You know, you look because when I hear you, I just imagine
I'm
this.
older than you.
You say what?
I'm older than you.
Nah, still, I know that. But I'm just saying, when I've always, my imagination of you is very different from the reality. The reality is you definitely, you know, you look mature. That's all.
So now, okay. So I want to show you my. The chat can't see this, but I have to move from where I am, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have my doggy who I've had for so long, and my heart is broken because. Let me see if I can get him. I don't know, like, what I could do. How do I switch this? You know you're old when you don't know how to switch the camera.
Well, this camera is not that easy to. Oh, there it is.
And I have to give him away. He knows. That's why he.
You got to give him away?
Because I have to move to a apartment.
Man, what the fuck are you talking about? You have to move to an apartment that takes dogs. You can't move to an apartment that doesn't take dogs. Are you kidding me?
Most people don't take dogs now, and if they do, it's a weight limit, and he's like part pig.
Nah, you can't just come on now. That's like that's not fair for the dog, man. Poor thing.
You're gonna make me feel even worse.
You should feel worse. You're supposed to try to figure it out. Like you have a dog, you have a responsibility. It's your fault for getting a dog. That's like having a child, you know. Now you have a child. You can't.
Daddy said he had to leave his dog.
You say what?
So you want me to be homeless with a dog?
Maybe you got to sneak him in. You got to do what you got to do. But I can't give up my dog.
You saw how big he is. I know.
You know, I mean, those are the responsibilities you take on when you decide to take an animal. It's like you got to make.
ABC's not doing no night crawling, and they shooting people in the neck at the takeovers. Nice try, Mohawk.
Yeah, I know he keeps talking about that. I mean, I was down to do it though, but I just haven't had the time.
They getting shot in the neck now, so it's not.
And the last time I was going to do it, he said he was doing it with Vitaly. I was like, all right, let's let three of us go.
You don't want to go with him. Nah. And then the last time, some guys came up to him and was like, "Oh, are you good? Are you in for fraud?" And then they approached him and SJC like, "Are you guys doing fraud?"
That's
allegedly.
Crazy.
Wow.
So then he's approaching people. He's just gonna go. That's gonna be the type of nigga that you wanna slap. Did I say nigga on you?
Well,
and then it's gonna be a problem.
Who are you? But who? Oh, Vitaly. Oh, yeah. He's kind of rambunctious.
No, not Vitaly. Hito and SJC have. First of all, Hito hangs out with SJC, and you know SJC be on that fuck shit.
No, but SJC. Those rallies, those car shows or car rallies. Those things are like. That's like what's his name? What's his name? What's the guy? Hito. That's a Hito thing. That's not an SJC thing.
Right. But then he started doing night crawls too now, so where they listen to crimes on like a little thingamajiggy.
Who started doing it?
But now
SJC?
Hito and SJC together.
Oh, he's doing it with
when
SJC.
They went last time, yeah, and Mando was out here some around there somewhere in town too. Salmon Andy, whatever the fuck they call him. But last time they did it, some guy approached them and was like, "Oh," approached Hito and SJC like, "Oh, so you're doing fraud and you're doing fraud." Like we don't have time for that because the thing is they're gonna say the wrong thing and we don't need that. We're trying to do different.
That's crazy. That's just crazy.
Well, I know you want to go back to like me. I can't be homeless, EBC. So
I mean,
I tried to get my dog registered as a service animal, but that's the last thing I could do.
Why is that the last thing you could do?
Because the place has stipulations on the size of the dog and type of dog. And you know they call pits like Scottsdale something, but that doesn't work.
So they're saying you can't bring your dog? Or your dog is just above the... You said what?
I cannot bring him.
And there's no other place you could rent with a dog. I mean, people have dogs in apartments.
Not on my
There's
planet.
there's a limit to weight sometimes, and size and breeds.
Yeah, the breeds. Thank you. Like the breed and the size. Like usually it's like 25. I'm surprised they even applied for. Like I'm 50 years old, but my mama has been getting me in my places the whole time.
Mhm.
That is that
Yeah.
that is Neo.
That's who?
I knew that profile picture. That's Neo.
Oh, is that Neo? I don't know the profile.
Yeah. That. Oh, I just see the name now. Here we go. I had to click to see the name. Hello, Neo. Let's let Neo talk. Oh my gosh. Neo.
Nah, but back to this conversation though. I feel bad for the dog, man. So who are you gonna give it to? You're gonna take it to. You're gonna take your dog to the shelter?
I was gonna keep him. I was just gonna like let him stay here for the people that because he met the people that's gonna buy the house. I don't know what to do.
I mean, that's the best bet. If he's gonna stay with the new owners, huh? If he's gonna stay with, they don't want him.
He can hear you. No.
The dog doesn't want it.
He can hear you. And he could probably understand too.
Yeah.
The animals are pretty smart. So they don't want the new owners. You're saying the new owners don't want it?
No, they will like put a wanted ad, but the thing is, he's very old, and I paid $5 for an ad, but no one has mentioned, like, no one has responded yet.
That's not cool, man. This poor guy, man. What did he do? He do
But my
anything to
sister told me,
nobody?
like, when you turn them to the pound when they're old, like they make them into dog food, which I don't know if it's true, but that's what my sister told me.
No,
one
you
time.
can't even take him
Is
to
that
the pound.
funny?
You can't take. That's crazy. I'm surprised you would put yourself in such a situation. I'm surprised you wouldn't just look for only places that can let your dog come. Like that's your dog, you know.
Oh my God.
Life is bleak. It's an animal. You have to realize it's an animal, right? So you're the only one who has, especially if he's grown up with you, right? So you're the only one who knows his value for real. No one else will see it like anything to cherish. They'll just start treating it like whatever, and that's exactly how it goes. Huh?
I really do. I do love him. But
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's just like I have to be outside. Like I'm gonna be outside, and not in a good way.
well, you can't be outside now. Yeah, you can't be outside. That's
No,
fine.
let's let someone else. I just made this call depressing between the babies in the NICU and this like.
But your dog is going through his own NICU, and you're the nurse breaking his heart.
Why is this different? I didn't disappear for real. I was here still. Like what the?
You're doing your own NICU version over there. Poor dog.
He's just lying too. Don't believe him, King. I'm not putting you in NICU. I love my doggy. Can't hear you.
Not enough. I'll never put pictures. I mean, what are you gonna do? You know what? The way you're talking, he's gonna end up at the pound because you don't seem to have any other option other than the wanted ad and the people who told you to put up the wanted ad. So he's fucked up. You have to come up with other options. You got to come up with other options. You're going to have to figure it out. You got to, no relative, no friends. I mean, tell a friend, like, yo, let me leave.
Again. Maybe it's for a reason. What did you say? I'm sorry.
I said, maybe take it to a friend's house. You can't live with your mom?
You're my friend. Can I bring him there?
I'm in California. But what about, I mean, listen, what about your mother? You could have.
Can you get him here?
Would you take her dog?
Yeah.
You would take her dog?
Yeah, she could get him here.
Can you get the dog here?
No, that's probably a lie.
She used to have a dog. Her dog just died.
Yeah, but my dog is old. Oh, so that's why Betty looks like that. Betty is distraught. Betty, I know I want to talk to you upstream. I'm sorry. Neo, all you gotta do is come in here and interrupt. It's for a reason. We're talking about sensitive stuff right now.
Wait, what are you trying to say? You're saying Betty looks.
I know, right?
You said that's what she looks. That's why she looks like that.
No, you said both done. Not like that. Not like that. Her nails are done. Mine aren't. None of us are saying like that. Easy. Don't be a Neo. Don't be a Neo. Don't be a Neo.
But back to this dog situation though. So, yeah, I mean, you know.
I just had to deflect two of me. That's why it came right. That's all I tried to do.
How would you get the dog over here?
I don't know. He's not a bad dog either. Like I just there's not many. I don't.
You're gonna take him to the pound. You're gonna take him to the pound.
I cannot.
You cannot what? Take him to the pound?
No.
But that's what you're gonna do because you don't have any other options unless you find something else.
No. I was just gonna let him stay here to the people that's gonna buy the house and
let
the guy that's gonna buy the house.
You're gonna let them figure it out.
I know.
And they're gonna take him to the pound. Because people are not going to come and find a dog in the house and be like, oh yeah, let me just care. You'll be lucky if they're like, sure, let's keep it. But for the most part, they'll be like, man, get the dog out of here. Nah, I'll put it this way. I wouldn't put my dog through that because I just know that life is bleak for dogs out here, man. You need a real caring owner, especially if the dog has grown up with me. I'm the only one who sees value as a actual family member and not just a dog, you know.
I sound dusty. Closer than your mother. Your mother. My bad. I know.
You know.
And the thing is, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I definitely feel bad about it though.
It's a hard thing, but I know. I mean, what would you do with chicks if you had to? I mean, I know what would happen to chicks. I would take chicks, but
if I had no option,
no other option.
Well, first of all, I'll try not to put myself in a situation. I have no choice, and fortunately, I am an adult, so.
Like, I was late on the mortgage. I got kicked the fuck out. The house went into foreclosure. My mother sold the house. And now I have to find something, like I have to downsize. Like,
no, and when a person is downsizing, I would have to look for all my downsized options. Right?
I mean, I did someone told me that I could try to contact my doctor and see if I can get him listed as my service dog.
Let me put it this way. Has your apartment complex seen the dog already?
No, they have not.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's
and
one.
I'm going to be living in a loft.
You said what?
I'm going to be living in a loft, and I sent a message to my PCP to see if they can make him like my service dog.
Why did you even tell him?
Because he's so big. You saw him, EBT.
Yeah, but still, I could just move in. He's one of the items that I'm moving in.
The dog's bark.
Yeah, but keep this.
Dog's bark.
Yeah, but we'll make sure he's not sitting there barking. Don't put him in any stressful situation.
And the thing is, he fucks shit up. Like, he digs a hole to China every place we move.
At least he gets to visit China. Yeah.
Don't you? I mean, if it's a loft, you don't have a balcony.
It'll be a balcony, but the thing is, King is so big. Like, King is a king. Like, I named him King. He is a king.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess we hope the best. It's the best I can say.
Well, it was just a Debbie Downer. Every stream that I've been on has been fucked up. Last stream was crazy. This stream is crazy. My apologies.
It's all good. Neo, what brings you into the conversation?
Nothing. Bullshit brings him into the conversation. He said he can't talk, but I think he can. He's probably just making voice clips. He's going to have me say something like, I hate my dog, I ate my dog, or some bullshit.
Unsuppress me? Who is suppressed? Why are you suppressed? Let me see something.
That's Neo. I don't know why he's suppressed either. He looks unmuted.
I mean,
I took the Saudi woman until 6 in the morning the other day, and I fell asleep on the phone.
I don't see. I didn't suppress you.
Oh, Kroger said Neo's a tweaker, but he spelled it wrong because Krogerism is kind of dumb. I agree.
Yeah, I didn't
But he
suppress
spelled
you,
it right
man.
then.
I didn't suppress you. I don't see. I don't see any way to. You see, I didn't even mute you.
Me either. Like I'm clicking. There's no way.
So you are
'Cause,
muted on your side, man. You have muted yourself.
He thinks he's James Gandolfini, whatever that nigga's name. You don't even sound like him.
Yeah, you suppress yourself, Neil. You were speaking initially.
Somebody had to get me out of the call.
You said, I'm not. You went to another server, but you can talk. Okay, talk then. What did you say, Chocolate Doll?
Do you mind, Spotty, man?
Where's Stoddy, man?
You got it? Spotty, man, are you here? Please speak up.
As a moderator. I say I need permissions. Permissions for what?
Don't mess with the pimpin'. No, thank you, Krogerism.
No, I don't know how, I'm not able to do anything. I didn't mute you, so there's no permission to give.
The thing is, I was able, because I wanted to tell y'all, the other night when the call ended, it really didn't end. So I was like, we might have like a 3BZ part 2 with just audio, but then I was able to figure out how to end the call.
Well, we weren't doing anything anyway. I was just drunk, so.
Child.
I was.
We know what y'all doing. It's
No.
okay,
I don't be doing much. I don't be doing much.
I didn't get nothing. Look. You meant for me, that didn't
I don't.
When the stream is off, you be like, fuck them.
No, I don't be doing much. And the stream, just lay down and get sober, you know.
You lay down and get sober. I've never heard you before, ever.
Just lay down and get sober. Hey.
I lost you. It's just
I'm saying. But
This is so good. This is nostalgic. And the thing is, the only person I'm mind for is Lando, and I'm here. That's it. Lando, I met Lando through you.
that's normal.
That's like family time.
Yeah.
That's different.
We haven't seen him in a minute though.
He's here. He be watching.
Really? I haven't seen him in a minute.
Well, we could probably change that, on due time and make some music.
Yeah. Changes. We need to get there.
I also know this young streamer, but I don't know if you're gonna really like mess with his beats or not. But he makes beats, but it's like younger people beats. But he's a good guy.
I'm not even there right now. There's so much. I'm working on so many other things behind the scenes that is. I can't even focus on music like that. You know, not for just to just make a record. I'm working on a record for something, but that's something specific.
You don't have to say. Yeah. You don't have to say.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you. Keep going. Thank you, Betty, for always being his confidant. The thing is, in a world full of snakes, you've always been his ride or die, right there. From the first stream that I ever watched.
No, you
Salute to you, mama.
Of course.
Diamond girl. Diamond lady. Salute.
Yes, Betty, thank you very much.
Yeah. That's a one of one.
True.
It's not too many.
True.
Not too many.
So Neil still can't talk, huh?
Huh?
I said Neil still can't talk, huh? Nope. So, what did you do last time to speak? I'm not, because I went to another server and I can talk. I can't.
Hey,
it's not letting me hear. It says I need permissions.
Shut up. Don't talk about stuff you don't know about. My bad for talking. I should have just typed it.
the
So, but it's
red.
called
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
crogism. Don't talk about shit you
Let me
don't
see
know about.
something.
Be yourself. What's that? V. Austin? He's V. Austin, right? You can't even be yourself in chat.
Nah, Krogerson is not the Austin.
Who's crogism?
Some,
Brooklyn knows who all these other people are.
okay, let me see the.
You know who he is? A non-motherfucking factor. That's what crogism is.
I see that,
Yeah.
but it doesn't.
Oh, that's right, CNFO. I did like CNFO. I saw you talk of CNFO better. That personality, the Kroger's personality is awful.
Yeah, Neo, your shit is muted on your side, man. It's saying you need permissions. I don't. Maybe we'll have to wait.
That's crazy because he spoke there last time.
Maybe Brooklyn will know more.
I don't know. Yeah, Brooklyn is probably somewhere like, well, I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, he would know more, but no, I don't know anything about this permission.
Study? Oh, he's back. Yes, Study is back. Thank you, EBZ. Thank you, Betty. Study is back. Oh, and you're the real EBZ. ABZ tried to come up. They tried to bite your name, and all the bitches chose the money.
Wait, what happened? Tell me about it. I never got to see the end of that show. What happened? What happened at the end of the show?
All the bitches chose the money.
Yeah.
No one did tell them.
It's $10,000. Why the fuck would they choose him? Nobody would choose him. Even if the chick liked him, I bet you they wouldn't choose him. There's $10,000 at play. Like, you'd be stupid to choose him. like 10 G's and you chose this motherfucker right here? Come on, man. Take the 10 G's and call him later.
These are only fan girls that, exactly what you're saying, EBZ. These are only fan girls that are usually supposed to be like sucking up and smile, and they still didn't choose them.
Yeah.
That is a mess.
No, but he was timid too, though.
Yeah, but the thing is, he can't replace a letter. He can't take EBZ and make it ABZ and be a sucker.
I didn't.
They used to be better than EBZ was.
I'm not gonna call ABZ a sucker. ABZ is a good guy, man.
I know. All
ABZ.
these people, my opinion, all ABZ, whatever. But none of them bitches wanted you ABZ, and that shit was.
Well,
he's Kimmy don't want you either.
The thing about it is, ABZ is a guy. He's a guy with morals, right? So even amidst the nonsense, because those are all, like you said, they're OnlyFans girls. So I don't blame him for still being like, you know what, being like all gentlemanly and trying to be Mr. Nice Guy, because that's just who he is. Now, unfortunately, when you're playing Mr. Nice Guy around some OnlyFans chicks, of course they're gonna choose money over you type shit, because they're just like, yeah, whatever. Everybody's, nice and polite to a chick. You gotta be the dude saying, man, fuck these hoes. You gotta be over there saying, man, you gotta do what Blueface does. All the girls hate Blueface, but all the girls still fuck Blueface.
Why Blueface? Okay, speaking of Blueface, why did he make himself a human sketch board? Like, why did he do that? Why did he do that?
I can't say why, but it's working for him.
Human actor sketch.
It's working for him.
That is something new. He's a gang member, so that we respect all the gang members.
Wait, say what? Say what? Wait, what you say? You say we what? We respect all the gang members?
I guess we respect all the gang bangers, and
we don't. Who's we? I don't respect gang bangers just because they're gang bangers.
They do, but because they're human.
Wait, what? Wait, say that again. I'm missing it. Say that again.
I know because I'm on the Luna again. Like the rest of the Luna I'm finishing. But the thing is, gang bangers are. I did say respect all the gang bangers. Forget it.
You respect all the gangs.
That's what I said. I'm muting myself. I'm muting myself.
Yeah, shit for real. Respect all the gangbangers. We do not respect all the gangbangers. We do not. We don't respect anybody who doesn't earn respect. Case closed. I mean, a gangbanger is no different to me than the red hat lady, the red hat church ladies. You're just another group.
You know you pushed it with that thing, right? And you have the right to, you have the ability to retract it, but you probably won't. So, Maha, I'll talk to you after behind the scenes.
What happened?
Your device is hot.
Yeah,
Women do have the right to speak. And women don't only belong in the kitchen, because, nigga, you don't want none of my fucking food I cook. And Maha still didn't retract his statement. That's fine.
She'll probably poison the food.
No, it's poison. I just don't cook that well. That's why I order out. No, but you didn't retract it, Moha. I'll
Well,
talk to you off stream. You don't have to retract it.
You still got to figure out.
What is he about?
He can't talk, so you know what?
He rushed.
You sound
Where's
still
Chucky
there.
at today? Chucky was donating a lot the other day. That's good. Oh, Aunt G. Aunt G was a long time mod. Oh.
Aunt G, who's that?
People coming back. You can the
Oh,
Aunt G
Aunt
523.
Oh yeah, Aunt
Yeah.
G. Yeah, what up, man?
Oh, people coming back.
Yeah, what's-
Lovely eyes. Pretty eyes.
I know. I was like, what? Lovely eyes. Who are you talking to?
So they told you that I was modding the Korean?
They said you were hanging.
What
Well, first of all, you said every so often a person has to take a step back, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, what made you take a step back?
No. I want to go to what I would like to go to respectfully. Because you picked a specific person and you picked a Korean. Like,
Yeah, no, that's what everybody was saying. I wasn't watching. I never seen
I was
him.
in his chat.
Huh?
I was in his chat. Like, I get gifted his subs, but I'm not a mom for him.
Oh, that's what people were saying. They were like, "Oh, she's over there gifting." That's exactly what they were saying. They're like, "Oh, wow, Chaka Doll's over there gifting and shit." I mean,
No,
listen, there's
I
nothing
was
wrong with
gifted.
that. There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't give nobody. Don't think that's why that's why I'm losing my house. I didn't give nobody. I'm losing my house because I like gamble, but I like Crown Casino.
Oh,
Not steak, Crown Casino.
that's the gambling
That's
site?
not lose my house either.
That's a gambling site? You know what?
Yes,
You know what?
that's
I realized I should not gamble online. I mean,
Well, don't. 'Cause
for
I will.
you know,
I'm listening to
I mean, think about it, because like you have to spend
You
3
don't
times
have
the
any
amount
tax.
you
I never
invested
do.
to get
That's
anything out
right.
of it.
Yeah.
You got to spend 3 times the amount you invested to get anything out of it. So even a lucky win is not going to help you.
And they'll make you think you're winning and then take it all away.
Well, that's true. Yeah, my sister told me that. She
Yeah,
was
and
like,
they intentionally-
"Yeah, you think you're winning." She was like, "How much did you invest?"
I heard one of the casino owners, like one of these online casino owners, he was doing an interview and he was like, yeah, I mean, you know, it's an online casino. So if a person puts in $100, we have to make them play at least $300, or at least they have to win $300 for us to be able to make money from it. So that means they have to, if a person puts in $100, we have to make sure they play $300 worth for it to be worth us making them win anything. For it to be worth us making them win anything. And at the end of the day, it's still just business. You started with $10, that's my $10. Now you got to win 20, then win 50, and I'll give you back $10. I mean, that's that's the game.
That happens with gambling.
There's no coming in for $100 online or an online casino. Only unless maybe they've just been, steak might be different because they have a lot of money, right? But there's no coming in for $100 in an online casino and thinking you will withdraw your money if you win $250. Excuse me, They don't allow you to withdraw your money. If you put $100, you have to play $300 to withdraw anything. So does that make sense?
Not on Crown Casino. I've gambled $5 and won $300 before.
Chicago Cab, what up? Oh, you put $5 and you won 300.
I put 300.
Yeah, but that's you see what you did. But you see what you did. You put 500, and then
So you know about Crown? Look, Scotty knows about Crown Casino. Sorry.
you put 500. You put five. Wait, what? Wait, say that again. You put how much? $5 and won 300.
And I won 300.
Okay, yeah. I mean that's 3 times over 5. I mean you only needed about 25 to really be able to withdraw. But if you put 100,
You only need 50. You need 50 to withdraw. So you can withdraw once you hit 50.
okay. So think about it. You still felt you're saying what I'm saying. You put $5 and you have to make at least 50, but you made 300, and that's not fair because it's like if I go out to a real casino, I put $5, ain't no have to make at least nothing. As soon as I win, I can withdraw. You know.
The only thing you do have a point because when I withdraw, once I win, that's when I start losing. Like if I go back to play, once I withdraw.
Yeah, I mean, and there's so many times I played stake where we'll make a spin, and you could see it slowing down before it hits the winning number. But as soon as it gets to the winning number, it just all of a sudden goes so fast, right? It's already been spinning, so it's lost velocity, and it's coming to the winning number. But as soon as it's about to hit the winning number, all of a sudden it just speeds past it. You're like, what the fuck?
That's fake. Look up Crown Casino. Look up Crown Casino. They're gonna hit you up for even like first signing up, and you don't have to talk about it no more. I'm telling you, Crown Casino.
I'll look into it.
But
you played it a lot? Is that what it is?
yeah.
You said that's why you're losing your house?
I'm talking about.
Is that what you said?
No, that's not. No, he said boomers finally figuring out gambling. This is what he said.
It's a great honor to know you about me. For one, I appreciate you very much. No, you're very welcome, man.
I never heard your voice, Laura.
Salute, Chicago, salute.
So, does anyone else want to talk? I think my time is done. That is funny.
Casino. Anyway. No, I see it. There it is. What do you mean? I see it.
But it's good to see you back and just stay encouraged. Stay encouraged. And
yes.
Like you found different avenues. You can secure the bag in more than one way.
Exactly.
Keep doing you.
Exactly. And life
I'm
goes
proud
on.
of you. Perseverance. It's always been about perseverance. With this, I saw a perfect example of it with you and Pretty Eyes. Perseverance. I salute you.
Yep. Well, thank you. Well, thank you, and we will we'll pick it up soon again.
Take care.
Alrighty. But we're still here though.
Yeah, we're still
here.
Okay.
All right. Yes, sir. This nigga talking about a private call. Let me see. Oh shit. I can't imagine it, man. This guy, every time I can't call you. You're alone in this chat. I don't know what you did, man, because even when I try to call your phone, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, I just want to say I apologize for the other day. It was not my intention to wound you up. I don't really know what I did to wound you up. I was just giving my thoughts about the situation. And I don't know, it turned into something that I didn't want to turn it to, but I apologize. But, I would also I would like an apology for you calling me a faggot, because I'm most definitely not a faggot. You know, that's insulting to me, insulting to my culture. Bro, you don't understand how much I hate faggots. I probably hate them more than you. Actually, I know I do.
We can't be calling, can't, you know. I use, I use, I use those words in extreme cases, but yeah,
Yeah, I hope you can forgive me. Again, I mean, can you at least tell me what I did to offend you or wound you up? Because just so I know for, you know, future.
No, because
future,
we'll be
for
going,
future reference.
it'll be going to the same conversation, of course. We'll be going to the same conversation. And we don't need to get there, man. It's all good at the end of the day. You know, plus, I was drunk, right? So I guess I let myself get to, you know, I guess you could say, into nonsense. So it's all good.
But do you truly think that I'm a faggot? Like, is that your true feeling about me?
I mean, sometimes you gotta wonder, man, if a person can't understand why you will say anything other than seeing dick pics is a breath of fresh air, then it's like crazy. I find that crazy. I'm like, damn. you don't get it?
No.
Are you really not getting it?
No, but in actuality, like, I would not want to see either. Like, if I have the
Yeah, but
option
no. But you're not streaming. Okay, when I'm chilling at home, I don't talk to nobody but the people I want to talk to. So you're speaking from a perspective of somebody who's doing what the fuck they want to do with no inhibitions or no restraints or constraints or no expectations. So it's a very different mentality. Like if you were standing in front of a crowd of people, and every person who walked up to you was doing something pathetic, it would be nice to run into somebody, even if it was a child who just said hi. You'd be like, all right, great, hi. You know, now I can talk to somebody versus dealing with somebody who's pathetic. You know what I'm saying? So of course that's a breath of fresh air. Most people coming up to you are saying nigger, or they're saying whatever the fuck it is they want to say, and then all of a sudden someone comes and says, this is, you know what I mean? Maybe a child walks up to you and you're like, wow, okay, that's a breath of fresh air. You don't get that? You think the person should have been more excited? You didn't have a choice. You're already standing there dealing with the crowd. It's not people who you want to see when you're at your private time. It's the people who are presented themselves in front of you. So you either A, end the stream, because B, most 90% of the people showing up or 80% of the people showing up are pathetic. Let's just rephrase it. They're actually 98 of the people showing up, or if not 99. When I'm doing those Omegle streams, or when I was doing those Omegle streams, rare were the times that I was actually able to pause and have a meaningful conversation. Those were all breaths of fresh air. And you try to maximize those moments as much as possible to actually have something to stream about. You know?
Right. Yeah. So in the streamer context then, because you're looking for entertainment when you go on those kind of sites, right? So, I mean, this is my question, what kind of entertainment would you find from, like if you found that it was a kid you were talking to and they say 14 and you continue talking to them, what kind of entertainment would you find in them is my question.
A civil conversation is entertaining in any shape and form.
Yeah, but the thing is, but a civil conversation, like I just said, is entertaining, especially if it's witty in any way, shape, and form, or it can be made entertaining in any way, shape, and form, because it's not a negative conversation. No one is having a negative conversation. It's just a conversation. So a civil conversation in any shape and form, if you ask me, it's entertaining. It's something to listen to.
Plus, you were there because the chat wanted you to be there.
Not to mention,
wanted you to be there.
Thank you.
Not because you wanted to be there and looking for entertainment for yourself.
Not to mention, again, I'm literally being paid to do to have these civil conversations that we're talking about. As in, I was doing it for money. I mean, I'm streaming.
Yeah, but they were also doing it to bait you too.
Who's they?
The people who donated.
Well, it had nothing to do with the people who donated. It's the people who appeared in front of me. The donators are going to do what the donators do. Keep doing what you do. No one told them to stop. We're talking about the people who, and no one told the people in front of me anything. They just do what it is, whatever it is they want. I mean, think about it. We're talking about the people on Omegle, man. First of all, none of those people are usually streaming. Some of them are, but for the most part, it's people at their homes looking to be belligerent to somebody they don't know. So 90% of them, if not 99% of them, are just going to do something pathetic. They're not there for a civil comment. But then again, you run into the few who actually want to say something or who are actually, worth leaving on screen. That's because that becomes a value right there. Are they worth leaving on screen or not? So if you say hi, they say hi. How you doing? Fine, thank you. Boom. That's the beginning of value right there. Now we have something to stream about. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, when you say have a civil conversation with them, the thing is with that is, you're an adult, they're a kid. You're gonna talk like an adult. The kid might not understand what you're saying most of the time.
That's stupid. You're an adult, they're a kid, you're gonna talk like an adult. That's stupid. No adult. There is no adult I know who talks to kids, to a child like an adult. I wouldn't talk to you like I'll talk to your mom. I wouldn't talk to a female like I'll talk to a male. I mean, for the most part, I try to merge those worlds as well as I can and be myself despite it all. But still, I have to adjust the kind of words I'm using. I don't just say, what's up, my dude? I don't say that to anybody I run into just because that's what I say when I'm comfortable. What's up, my? You're not everybody's my dude. I don't even say that shit to you. So why do you think I'll be talking to a kid the same way I'll be talking to an adult?
Well, the thing is, like, for example, if
not to mention, I did not talk to a kid like I talk to adults.
Right.
All right, back to what you're saying. What are you saying?
What I was going to say is, if I'm playing a video game, for example, and I run into a kid over the mic or something, and they talk to me and stuff like that, I'll talk to them for a bit, but once I start speaking, I can tell that they can't understand what I'm saying because...
that's your unique situation, though. I mean, here you are telling me your scenario. We're not discussing your scenario, right? You're telling me an example which is different from my scenario. Here you are talking about someone who can't understand what you're saying. Did the person I was talking to seem like they were lost? And I kept talking?
The clips, based off the clips I seen, they seem like they weren't interested in the conversation.
Interested in the conversation? What the fuck are you talking about?
No, because you say, oh, hey, how are you? And then you ask them, like, what's your talent? Or like, how's their day or something like that. But they seem spooked because, I don't know. First of all, here's, just to point out this, they shouldn't even be on that website to begin with. They shouldn't be there, period. But they're unfortunately there. And, when you talk to them and you ask them, how's your day or what's your talent, blah, 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 they're still spooked because they see there's an adult in the screen and they're a kid. They don't see someone their own age. So they're not going to be as enthusiastic when they talk to you, but they're going to be enthusiastic when they talk to someone their own age.
How's that my problem? How enthusiastic you are to talk to me. That's not my fucking problem. I said, how are you? Now, you choose to dissect that how you want to dissect. Listen, man, I'm talking to an adult, I'm talking to a kid. If I come up to you and I say, how you doing? If you choose, adults sometimes don't respond to you. It's not only kids that don't respond to you when you say hi. Have you always said hi to everyone who said hi to you? Some people have said hi to me, and I've looked at them like, fuck you mean? You make it sound like only kids sometimes will not feel the need to are not enthusiastic interacting with somebody. Some people you don't like. They say what's up to you, say nothing. But the point to you is this, Neo. If you come up to me and you say, hey, how you doing? And I say, I'm all right. That's not an enthusiastic, fine, thank you. Is it? Not really. So it's not every time when somebody says, I'm all right, that you're going to be like, all right, fuck this person. I'm not talking to him anymore. No, a lot of times people don't respond the way you prefer them to respond. It doesn't mean you abruptly end the conversation. You say, hey, how you doing? The person says, I'm all right. You might sit back and, so what are you up to today? They might still say something short like, nothing. You been here long? Because, I just got here, man. Anybody? Da-da-da-da. So you might talk a little bit until you finally say, all right, bye. You don't always just, and but then again, that's what an adult would do. An adult does not wait for you. They're not using your impression to run the room, right? When you go on stage, just because the crowd is not enthusiastic or the crowd is not going, oh, or whistling and going crazy like they do for Michael Jackson, doesn't mean you just get off the stage. You still finish your song, And if I'm talking to you as an adult, Neo, and you don't respond the way I prefer you to respond, well, I could take two routes. I could still be myself around you, which I usually would imagine is the responsible thing to do, because I'm not going to let your impression dictate my attitude. Or I can let your impression dictate my attitude, and so now I change around you. I start giving you the same attitude you're giving me. And where does that leave us? Nowhere. So much less when I'm dealing with a kid. If I'm dealing with a kid, I'm saying what's up. You don't have to say what's up to. You don't have to respond the way I prefer you to respond. That's cool. I'm still the adult in the matter. You see, you're not an adult, Neo. You're probably 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, you're an adult, but you don't know much.
So, okay, how about this then? Let's say the parent walked in and they saw their kid talking to you. Or how about this question? What if you had a son or a daughter and you walked in, you saw them, they were on Omegle talking to these adults? How would you feel about it? Would you feel fine about it? Or would you, discipline your kid because you're not allowed to talk to random strangers or adults on the internet?
Don't lose it again.
You still here? You hear me?
How would I feel if I walked in and my kid was talking to an adult on the internet at midnight on a website that for the most part is 90% pornographic, if not homosexual in nature? The problem didn't start with who they were talking to. The problem started with them being on the internet at midnight. You don't go to a streamer can be at the red light district filming. I can be at the red light district filming. I'm creating content. You don't have your motherfucking child at the red light district, and when I see the kid, I'm like, hey, what are you doing here? How old are you? How you doing today? What brought you over here? And you said, oh, it's easy. Oh, you should have. No, motherfucker, no. I was creating content for everybody, from everybody. And if you had your kid on the strip when I was recording, I would stop and wonder what the fuck you doing here too. It's not my fault that you're here. I'm just a person capturing the moment. So yeah, if I saw my kid walking the red light district, I wouldn't blame the person they're talking to. I'd get him out of there. The problem didn't start when they started talking to somebody. The problem started when they were standing there to begin with. You should be the responsible party. I'm just the person creating content.
That's the least of their problem, because the kid can do anything on the internet. They can go on YouTube.
Listen. I was where I should be. That site is 18 and up. I was where I should have been. So you don't blame the person who was where they should have been.
I don't blame you.
So what the fuck are you talking about? Telling me what the parents' impression is? I don't give a fuck if they jump a roof. That's their fucking problem. No. You asked me how would I feel if I walked in and I saw my kid talking to the person online? I wouldn't be mad at the person online.
That was the second question. The first question was, how would you feel if you saw the parent walked in and they asked you, what are you doing talking to my kid? How would you respond?
I'd be like, shut the fuck up, bitch, nigga. It's your kid and they're the ones on motherfucking line. I'm chatting with a fucking face. That's your kid. I'm chatting with a face. Handle your fucking business. If they shouldn't be there, they shouldn't be there. That's not my fucking problem. I am a streamer. I'm chatting with another face. Next face. First face. Next face. Different face. Which face? Many faces. Put them all on screen. My camera's rolling. And guess what? We're recording it. Fuck out of here with that shit. Talk about what would I say to the parent. I won't give two flying fucks what to say to the parent. Of course I'll be polite. Hey, how you doing? But if they go left with me, I'll go very left. Like, it's not my fault that your bitch ass is on the internet at midnight at your fucking home. How is it my fault that you're at your house in fucking Switzerland somewhere on the internet at midnight? I'm just somebody you ran into on the internet at midnight. And guess what? Lucky is me and not a fucking dick pic. How about that? How about that? Aren't you better off chit-chatting with me than seeing some Indian showing you his dick?
Yeah, but I don't.
That's what's happening next. As soon as you skip me, it's a dick. Before you got to me, it was a dick. Neil, see, that's my point. That's my point. That's my point. That's why I feel like, that's why I started saying, the fact that you don't get that and you're still trying to reason through it makes me understand, like, there's something different about you, bro.
Dude, I understand you don't want to see a dick pic. If I
was
in a position, I would not want to see a dick pic
what are you
either.
going around in circles
But
for,
listen,
man?
I have the option to also skip, bro. If I see a dick pic, I'm skipping.
Okay,
If I
that
see a
means
child,
that
I'm
means that
skipping.
means you missed everything I said before, which is that the dick pics have taken about 80% of the moment. We're only here for maybe 2 hours. Every other image you go to is someone calling you a derogatory term or showing you a weird ass image. So you're either dealing with, that's 80% of what's going on. Every so often you land into someone and you have a meaningful conversation with them. That's 20%. No shit. When you get that 20%, it's up to you to use that 20% to your benefit. If the 20% comprises of college kids, a group of kids, one person playing the guitar, some kid who wanted to is just sitting there looking, saying, my mom is not here right now. That's still part of the 20% of people who you actually can interact with. It's up to you to make do with that. So if you're asking one of them saying, hey, you look like someone in my dreams and they were beautiful, that's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Fuck out of here, man. What are you explaining to me, man?
Well, okay, so you're just saying 99% of it is dick pics and the 20% are normal people, but
Listen.
then you use the 20% as much as you can, right? That's what you're saying?
We're done with that conversation. Yeah, I think I've explained enough. On to the next.
Yeah, but the thing with the comments saying, if you were in my dreams, then you would be, or I saw you in my dreams and you're beautiful. But here's the thing, bro. You said...
No. I didn't say I saw you in my dreams and you're beautiful.
Or whatever it was. I don't know, whatever you said. But when you said, when you were at Moy's one day, you saw the girl, and you said to Moy's...
But why are we going on and on and about? We keep going on and on about this. It's like... You stay looming in the grounds of pedophilia. It's like you stay looming in those grounds like some pedophilia investigator, like somebody who's investigating paranormal activity. He's using his little meter to, there's some pedophilia right here, like that machine. No, but you're looming in those places. It's like you keep talking about underage girls and kids and. It's like, dude, this is an 18 and up chat, man. So let's talk about some gangster shit. Let's talk about some gangster shit. I'm just joking though, but I'm saying let's talk about life, let's talk about other things, man. First of all, those conversations are not my kind of conversations. Like I'm a bubbly person, and people try to shoot a bubbly person there. It happens. Many times you find yourself in a room. And because maybe you could be in a room with certain kind of people, right? And because you're always jovial, they hate you. You know, they wouldn't like you because they see you talk to everybody, you're cool with everybody. Some people just don't like that. They're just looking at you like, man, this motherfucker, man, you everybody's friend. You know, and that happens. So that's one of those. This is one of those moments where you saw me interact with everybody, and you're like, damn, he's interacting with kids too. That's weird. That's not weird. The person just interacts with everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have that kind of spirit. Case closed.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we have our thoughts, you have your own. I guess we'll just keep our thoughts to ourselves, right?
That's all you can do sometimes.
But you want to talk about some real shit? Let's talk about some real shit. When are you going to get on brand risk? When are you going to contact Aiden, say, I want to get in a fight, and if,
You know,
what's the deal with
me
that?
contacting Aiden, it's as effective as you contacting Aiden as well, because we'll both be two strangers reaching out to him.
Well, would you be really a straight? Because he knows Paul, and he knows the group, like, he knows who's around Paul and stuff like that. I'm sure he's seen the video with you and Paul together, so would you really be a complete stranger to him? I'm sure he knows you. I'm sure he heard the name EBZ before, so...
I might be still a complete stranger to him. Aiden's world is pretty wide. And Paul is an idea to him. It's not necessarily a reality. He knows of Paul. He's probably seen a few things, probably even seen me in a clip. Doesn't mean his world is pretty wide to for EBZ to be registered. Paul is registered in his mind, that is, but EBZ might be something he heard about, maybe somewhere at some point, but nothing that really, would stand out. So I say that to say, I'm as vague in his mind as you would be saying, yo, I want EBZ to fight. You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you are, like, some of Paul's viral clips are of you, and that everyone who have watched them knows your name. See, like Rampage, for example. I think he already knew who you were once he, actually saw you in living color. He shaked your hand. He's like, "Yo, are you EBZ?" Is that what he said? He asked you if you're EBZ.
I don't remember what he said when I met him, but I wouldn't be surprised. I was, I don't remember what we said to each other, but of course I knew him. So.
Right. But yeah, some of Paul's viral clips are of you, so I'm sure a lot of people know of you or know.
I have better chances of going through a Rampage, if anything. Because I would imagine he would remember me more than Aiden, But here's something. Sweater God knows me. He's actually DM'd me before. So he definitely knows me. He responded to my DMs a couple times. So he definitely knows me. And he hangs with Aiden all the time. Maybe that's my entrance. I should hit up Sweater God when I think about it. Like, yo, what's up with brand risk? Let me see.
You can do that too, yeah.
Yeah. I'll do it on my other phone. I'm streaming on the phone that I would use. But yeah.
Right.
I'll do it. Actually, that's the better connection. That's the better connection. I'll hit up Sweater God.
So, if Paul ever hits you up again and offers
But
you to do something,
Sweater God, I don't think, I think when I was banned, I tried to go through him to help me get unbanned, and he wasn't able to. Yet he knows Aiden. Anyway, what were you saying now?
I was saying, in the future, if Paul ever hits you up again and asks and offered you to come and do this stream, I mean, are you gonna take the offer or?
It's all about where I'm at. It's really all about where I'm at in life, It's all about where I'm at in life, because at the end of the day, the rent is always due, and anything to make it as fast as possible or to make it better. So if I'm already making it better, then I definitely wouldn't want to leave what I'm doing to go work on something else somewhere. But if working on something else somewhere is better than what I'm doing at the moment, then, I got to be responsible about my activities.
What was the last thing you did with Paul, the Hunger Games, right? So was the Hunger Games worth it when you went? Because I know you didn't win, but did you get something out of it?
No, it was. I mean, the last thing I did with Paul was go to Vegas. It wasn't Hunger Games. It was
And
a
did you
Vegas
get anything
stream.
out of it?
I mean, yeah, it was. I mean, it was a stream, so I was making money. I didn't have to pay to get there. I didn't have to pay to come back. So that was cool.
And there wasn't like any, you know, negative moment or gay moment with Paul.
Nah, it was cool. It was cool. It was cool. It was cool. But right after that, I got banned. So
you got banned. Oh, because
right after that, I got banned.
And he didn't even help you with that. You asked for his help, but he didn't help you, right?
Not at all.
See,
Now, if anything, he threw petrol on it, threw gasoline on it, made it worse.
But did you see the clip of him and Eddie discussing about your band? But Eddie seemed like he wasn't taking the matter, like he wasn't taking the situation seriously. He was just laughing with Paul. So do you think Eddie is like, what's the word? Do you think I mean, what's the right word for this? Because I don't want to like make you say something to insult him so you can never get back on.
No. I'm sure I could be smart about my responses. Go ahead.
Do you think he's also a piece of shit? Basically, is what I'm asking, because he wasn't taking the situation seriously. He was just laughing with Paul. So do you think he's, a piece of shit too?
No, I can't think that, because he was going off of Paul's impression. If Paul had been more serious about it, it's kind of like when Chocolate Doll was calling ABZ a sucker right now, I could have easily laughed along, but that would have been me going along with her impression. But that's kind of different because I actually know the individual, right? So in his case, he barely knows the individual. He's just going off of what somebody's saying. And so, if that person is laughing and he's cool with the person, then they're just laughing at a story about the person's friend or the person's acquaintance. So it's like, it's kind of like me telling you a story of somebody who did some fuck shit and I'm laughing at him. So you laugh too, for the most part, you tell the story to someone like, man, you start laughing, they start laughing.
Yeah. But they also discussed your KCIP, which I think was before your band. Did he help you out with your KCIP at all? Or no, it was still stuck on $1?
It was still stuck in $1.
So even throughout that time where you guys were hanging out with Vegas, he still didn't help you out with that. That's fucking weird. Paul is really weird, bro. Like, at some moments he's cool with you, but there's other moments where he talks shit about you and also never helps you out. That's confusing. The
thing is, let's not talk about Paul, because, Paul is like, at the end of the day, he's doing his thing, right? So the only thing you can do about it is do your own thing. You know what I mean? It's like, once you recognize the person doesn't have your best interest at heart, it's not the end of the world. You can only move on.
Yeah.
And move on, It is what it is, really. Because, what you're saying is very true.
As long as you're doing the streaming thing, like, I think everyone will associate you with Paul, and in a way, people feel like that you owe Paul everything, because if it wasn't for Paul, all this stuff in your community wouldn't be a thing. I'm not saying, because I know you've been streaming by yourself, but before Paul. But this amount of popularity that you have is because of Paul. That's why people are saying, "Oh, you owe Paul. You will always be associated with him." Like,
and that's okay. And that's totally fine. However a person chooses to see it. But meeting a celebrity or meeting somebody who has notoriety does not make you have notoriety. Even not necessarily, not even necessarily hanging with them makes you have some kind of notoriety. And you might even get some kind of name, but it doesn't mean you're going to necessarily have notoriety, You might be a known name. Doesn't mean you would have notoriety. And I say that because to have notoriety, you have to invest. Sometimes people are lucky, but even then, who's sustaining it? So you're lucky you have notoriety, but notoriety with no sustenance, it just disappears. Yeah, we remember. We remember. It was that name. I remember. What was his name again? You know? Versus, oh yeah, I know that person. For that to happen, you have to, there's a constant investment necessary. And that's what kept it going. My investment. So you could say what you want to say about how it started, because that's how it started. But how did it keep on?
Yeah. But do you think you owe him though? And if you do think, what would you owe him?
I don't owe him anything. Because it wasn't done for my benefit per se. It was masked as though it was for my benefit, but it was just one day out of many days, which means it was one day out of many days, but not only that, it was a troll day out of many other days. You know what I mean? It was a troll day out of many. See, like Sam has he owes a lot to Paul, right? Because Paul actually invested in him, like really tried to help him.
Yeah.
For me, I was just a guy he met on the street, and he used me for some of his streams. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like me trying to create content, and I'm like, okay, you talk a good game. All right. You rap too. All right, come on the stream, and I put you on the stream. That's not me saying, you know what? I want to help you. Come, I'm gonna show you how to stream. I'm gonna set it up for you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do the stream with you. It's gonna make us X amount of money. I'm gonna show you. You're gonna get. You know what I mean? Like there's a way you help a person when you want to help a person. That was not my case. So the person who owes a lot to Paul would be Sam, or anybody who he invested in that manner. You know?
Yeah, but here's the question I have, because all those years you hanged with him, how did you not see the signs that this guy was not for your best interest, that this guy was autistic, that this guy, like, how did you not see the signs? Because
no, it's not about not seeing the signs. It's not about not seeing signs. I mean, the obvious is the obvious. You didn't see anything I didn't see. And plus, you didn't see what I did see. You didn't see anything I didn't see, and you didn't see everything I did see. So there is no sign you saw I didn't see. But I also saw more signs than you saw. Well, the difference with you and me is I also am the streamer and you're not. Which means my necessities, my maneuvers, and my choices are different from yours. We are not eating from the same fountain, nor going about that fountain or the search for the fountain in the same way. I'm obviously streaming, and if there's a bigger stream that can earn me more money in a shorter period of time, it's only a good idea to go. Now, sometimes you're working, listen, even at your day job, it doesn't mean you like everybody you work with. And this is not even a situation where you don't like everybody you work with. The situation might not always be the best. Yeah, but it's still activity. Okay? It's still activity. And guess what? Some activity is better than no activity when you think about it. Now, of course, you don't want it to be the negative activity, but with that, you got to be cautious about how you're maneuvering. So when they put you in a room and some bullshit going on, you get out of the room. If people are talking about some shit that's useless, then you don't join that conversation, you know?
Right. But what about an environment like...
And again, like the person just said, it was about making money. So it's business, you know? You don't always... It's not always what you want.
I do understand the making money part, but you didn't feel like you had any other option? You feel like the only option was Paul to make...
That's not about having no other option. I mean, you're watching the stream like I'm doing the stream. What do you mean? So you just asked me if he called you right now to do a stream with him, would you go there?
Yeah, because,
listen.
Because if I was in your shoes, I would.
You called me and asked me if I would, right? Okay, you said because if you were in my shoes, you wouldn't, right? Right? That's what you said. Okay.
Yeah,
but Neo, you are the same person. You just talking shit, exactly. Because he's the same person who, I remember what stream it was, where they were telling me to come, and I was like, nah, I don't want to go. And you were saying, man, you gotta go. And I remember looking at you like, what the fuck are you talking about? You were like,
false. That's false. You can ask chocolate. That's false.
I don't want to even go around it. But here's that's one. Let me say. No, it's not. But that's one scenario. And let me give you another scenario. Let's say that one didn't happen. You're the same person who was on my chat one day wondering why I was hanging with Moises. You even said you're not gonna watch. They're like, oh, I'm not gonna watch this. And then Moises told me, like, damn, who are you talking about? Neo? Man, that nigga's on my stream all the time. Dick riding. So he even knew you. He even knew you. You said what?
That's a faggot term. I would not say the word dick riding. I don't like that.
Man, that's exactly what Moises said. The point is, he said he said worse. He said that dude's on my stream sucking dick all the time. He said worse. He said worse. He was like, dude, that dude is always on my stream kissing ass, talking about, hey, Moises, how you doing? He's like, I ignore him all the time because I know he was talking shit. Because I told him, I said, this dude over here got mad for not streaming. The day you said it, I told him. He was like, who is that? And I was like, Neo. And then a while later, it was like, go ahead.
Well, Moises is definitely gay. He's in the closet. He just doesn't want to come out because he's the one that drank out of a penis cup in that gay bar. So he's definitely gay. So I can give two fucks. Moises thinks about me. He drank out of a penis cup.
He did drink out of a penis. He really put the tip on his lip.
And he's the one who wanted to go to the gay bar. It's like, oh, this shit place looks cool. Let's go in it. And you had no choice but to follow.
But we're not talking about Moises now, though. That's the thing. This is not about Moises. The subject matter here is that you flip-flop a lot. So you sitting here telling me you will not go. It's not surprising. People are easy to virtual signal in scenarios they're not in. So you don't have my rent pending. You don't know what it takes to pay that rent. And if someone throws you a lifeline and says, hey, come here and make sure, if you come here, you can make $3,500 in the next 1 week. Boom. Now that's small. You should be able to do it in 3 days. But think about it. If someone tells you you can make $3,500 in a week, that's not a bad gig. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily a bad gig. So with that being said, you don't, I care about your reputation. My landlord could give two fucks about my reputation. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, but if you
when the end, let me explain something to you, man. When the rent is due, my reputation doesn't pay that rent. And that's what it comes down to. Only adults think the way I just mentioned. When the rent's due, nobody gives a fuck about what your rep. Nigga, you have to shovel shit. Go shovel shit for free. If they're gonna give you some pay at the end of the month after shoveling shit, and that's what it takes to pay your rent, that's what you gotta do. Don't come over here telling me, oh, I'm too good for shoveling shit. Who the fuck are you? You can't pay the rent.
But the thing with streaming is it's all documented and someone.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter. When the rent's due, you're not gonna worry about what was documented and what was not documented. You wanna make sure you're not gonna be on the streets tomorrow. You see Chocolate Doll about to give up her dog. You think she wants to give up her dog? She just doesn't want to be on the streets. That's the bottom line. So you're speaking from a position of privilege. You don't have to make that decision. So of course, if you don't have to make the decision, you're like, yo, I'm not gonna deal with this shit. You know how many people talk like that? I'm not gonna deal with this shit. They don't want to work because they wouldn't wait no tables. They wouldn't do certain jobs because they don't want to. They can't deal with this shit. Some people can't even stream. They'll say some shit like, "I can't deal with that shit." Everybody has many moments that they from a position of privilege, they can't deal with that shit. And so you try to keep your position of privilege as well as possible, which is why I said, when you asked me that question, I said, it depends on how and what I'm doing. You're saying, I'm not going to do it. Well, never say never.
Well, let's say you do
go
to a job interview, right? And it's for a record company. And they say, we like your music, but we want to know what you've done in the past, what you did, what did you work on. and they saw a stream, they saw a clip of you, I don't know,
Wait.
slapping burger, and you going to prison, how do you think that's gonna reflect on?
I don't give a
saying,
fuck
"Oh, shit."
about. Listen, at that moment, I don't really
But
care.
do you think they'll hire you? Do you think
No,
they'll
no, no,
hire
no.
you
That's not
to
my
see?
problem at that moment, because what's the thing about it is, am I homeless when I'm having this conversation or not? Am I even able to make it to this interview? Do I have the right attire for the interview? Can I afford to go back and forth to this job? You got to cross that bridge before you come over here talking about how they feel about some fucking video about you online. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you cannot be here, you can't even talk over here. It costs. Me sitting here having this conversation with you cost me. Do you pay rent, Neo?
No, I don't. I have
Oh
a
my
roommate.
goodness. You have a roommate. How much is your rent?
He pays, so I don't know. I'm living here for free pretty much.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. I mean, he's my good friend, so he would let me stay here for free. We've known each other since childhood.
And you're arguing with me?
I mean, listen.
The
I
audacity.
understand- No, listen. I know people in those situations, and they wouldn't do what you do.
I don't know. You see, that's the thing about human beings. You know, a lot of times people would tell you what they wouldn't do. But that's because they don't have to do it.
Yeah, but people with common sense wouldn't do what you do, too.
What are you talking about? Traveling somewhere, playing a role as a security guard, as you make maybe $500 a day, $500 to $700 a day, and you're about to do it for
But
the
then
next.
you're going to prison.
You went to
You go
prison. That's an
for
accident.
what?
That was accidental. You slapped
I
somebody.
mean,
They called the cops. Shit
yeah,
happens.
but you knew who you were gonna slap
Well,
before you did it. You
okay,
knew
but
that
still.
you were gonna slap burger.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, when I came back, I paid my bills. I didn't make as much as I wanted to, but when I came back, I paid my bills.
Mm-hmm.
From the time I went to the time I came back, if I was functioning the way you were functioning, the way you are thinking, I guarantee you I would not have paid my bills, because it would take you a good 2 weeks just to get the job. And then it'll take you another 2 weeks to get the first check. And between that time, the rent is due.
But you say you didn't make as much as you wanted to. Why didn't you become a contestant? And
Okay, now
my
we're
thought is
we're
because-
specifying nonsense. We're specifying nonsense. The point I made the point. The point of the matter is you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. You know.
No, but it's relevant because you would have made more money, and also the reason why I think you didn't do it is because you know that it was going to be degrading for you as the prisoner, and you don't want people on the internet seeing you doing what
Yeah, of course,
the
of
prisoners
course.
were doing.
Of
Yeah.
course. So you join the scenario, but you choose your situation. You pick your own battles. You see what you
Yeah.
can tolerate, what you can't tolerate. I could tolerate wearing a costume as a cop. I can't tolerate somebody talking shit to me for X amount of hours and I can't sleep or eat. So I picked my battle. Me slapping someone was a bad decision on my part. Yeah, whatever. I paid that
But
price.
how was that? How do you see it as an accident? That was
No, it's a
intentional.
figure of speech. Figure of speech.
Oh, okay.
Something that didn't have to happen, but did happen.
But also, were you surprised when Paul said, "I'm not in this. I'm not involved in
No,
this"?
I'm not surprised. I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised. When you go to work, if you slap an employee and the employee is calling the cops, I don't expect, I usually don't expect the manager of the situation to run me through the back. And I mean, it'd be nice if he did it, but if he doesn't, don't be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, he did diffuse under other situations, like what you and Brandon.
Yeah, but still, that has
so-
nothing to do. You see, that's the thing. You have to be able to separate the idea of making a profit, which will pay your bills, versus personally liking a person, right?
Mhm.
You got to be able to separate which one is, depending on what's happening to you, you have to make an informed decision. A lot of times I've worked with people who I don't like. It's not the first time I got a job and I didn't like the person who I was working for. But do I quit the job because I don't like them? No. You know, work is work. Business is business. But you know, that's how you think when you have responsibilities, though. You can't worry about how you feel about the responsibility. It's just your responsibility. You have the rent is due. You can't talk about how you feel about the people you don't like who are going to help you make money. That's your fucking problem. You need to come up with the money. Case closed. It's a luxury world to be talking about who you don't like and what you prefer. If wishes were horses, every beggar would have one.
So, how do you plan on making money now?
I mean, I work a regular job.
Can you say what it is or no?
Nah, of course not.
But what you're doing now going to help you with your music career, or?
Nah, it's gonna pay the bills. It's definitely not gonna help me with my music career, but it will pay the bills. Which, again, like I was saying in the beginning, that's my responsibility, and I got to just handle business. But
where does music come in? Because you haven't worked on music for like 2 years.
yeah, no, but you know, but it is coming though. It is coming. I mean, just one thing at a time.
Sooner than later.
Sooner than later, but one thing at a time. You know, I gotta just focus on day one, and day one right now is rebuilding from ground zero. So once that starts going good again, we could start, you know, envisioning green pasture. For now, we're just trying to stay afloat.
But also, how do you plan on getting your old stuff back since now it's all deleted? I mean, do you plan on what's it called, like remaking it, or do you have some way?
I would. The thing is, when the time comes and I can finally move forward, which I know it will come, and when it does, I'll build a studio because it's unnecessary for me to be paying for studio time and only getting 3 hours or 4 hours, you know. I'd like to be able to sit on my record. I'd like to be able to make it and spend time tweaking it, you know. But still, I mean, yeah. Either that or when the time comes to move forward, I will like to re-record everything. Because sometimes even having a studio is cool, but you might waste time in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's your own studio, so you might not need to finish the song. You might take 2 weeks to do the song. But if you're going to a studio, you kind of like it's got to be done in 3 hours. So that kind of gives you, as disappointing as it is, it also puts you on a clock where things get done, you know? You just spent $150. The song has to be done. And you're not going to spend $150 to waste it. So you have to be prepared. If you own the studio, you can make all kinds of mistakes and then you could just, you know, who knows? And plus it takes a lot of work though. It takes a lot of work to get your studio up and running, at least from the last time I did it. So things have changed, things have upgraded, so we'll see.
You enjoy the process though, don't you? Because, you know, you're being prepared to make a song, you know, although it's like, you know, it could be a money problem sometimes, you're still excited about it. You know what I mean?
No, I'm definitely still excited about it. The only reason I'm not doing it is because it's expensive. And I didn't realize how expensive it was until I started working a regular job. But it's very expensive, you know?
Right.
I mean, you're dropping...
It's hard for you to step away from it, right?
No, yeah. I mean, I'm able to... I don't... How can I put it? It's not hard for me to step away from it because... I mean, it's hard for me to see myself not doing it, but it isn't hard to step away from it.
Yeah.
It's hard to see myself not doing it, but I got to do what I got to do, and so, you know, for what that is worth.
Not to bring up Paul again, but if you never met Paul and you were still making music, do you think you would be on the right track in your career if you never met Paul? Or do you think you would still be in the same level that you are now?
I would have definitely been more than I am right this moment. Because when I met him, I had just finished school. So I would have taken the state exam, I would have passed it. By now, I would have been in the field for like 5-7 years. At least 7 years. So if I'm in the field for 7 years, you can only imagine all the other certifications I would have gotten by now, Me streaming was a good move, except, we saw what happened. But it was a really good move. It was a good move. It was doing what he had to do. He had his stumbles, he had his ups and downs, but like anything in life, he had his ups and downs. The thing about it is, when the rent was due, the rent was paid. Yeah. But now it's kind of like one false move and the rent is not paid. Because you know what I mean? Your money's dictated in very specific increments.
Yeah. But I have a question about the music. When you're making the music, right? When you're making the music, do you make something that's trendy, or do you make something that you want to make, or do you make something that you grew up listening to, you want to replicate that? What kind of music are you trying to make?
No, I'm usually, I try to, it depends though, it really depends. I try to be like water. Anything anyway, so it's whatever the flow, whatever, depends on the instrumental, If I hear an instrumental, it doesn't matter what kind of instrumental it is. If I see a pocket in it, if I hear it and I see a pocket, I see something in it, I see me on it. If I hear a record and I see me on the record, there it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter if it's new age, old age, from before. It could even be a rock song. If the rock song has the right beat to it, then I want to be part of it.
Right. Like Jay-Z and what's that band called? Jay-Z and
I think it's Linkin Park.
Yeah, Linkin Park or Limp Bizkit, one of those bands.
I think it was Linkin Park. Or
yeah.
I think it was Linkin Park, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Did you like that collaboration?
Yeah, that was cool. That was definitely cool.
Yeah.
It didn't take Jay-Z for somebody to know to do that. Again, Jay-Z is just an artist, that's how an artist would think. That's how an artist would think. As soon as the instrumental plays, you're just like, oh shit, I could do something on this. No matter which instrumental it is. Thank you.
Yeah. But, I brought that question up because it seems like every song that you made, like Life Wish or Tidal Wave or High Speed, it seems like it was on the trendy side of things, It didn't seem like the old school kind of vibe. Like, it wasn't like a Tidal Wave where it felt like more Tupac-y. It felt like more trendy, your newer songs, you know what I mean? And that's the kind of vibe I was looking for when we first heard your music, was the Tupac kind of vibe.
Well, you gotta think, if a person releases an album, there could be about 24 cuts on the album. Some are like this, some are like that.
Yeah.
So it was just one of the other songs. You heard one song, out of all you probably heard, I don't know how many songs of mine you've heard, but different, it's just different songs. Sometimes I'm doing this, sometimes I'm doing that,
Yeah, because when you made Gator Skin, for example, it seemed out of character for you. Like, I know you just say you can really do any type of beat, any type of music, but when you made Gator Skin, I remember it felt kind of out of character for you. It doesn't seem like just knowing who you are, it didn't seem like that was the beat that you would fuck with. It did, like, I don't know. When that song came out, I just remember it being like, that's interesting that he would choose that beat.
Yeah, but I got a lot more like that though. I got a lot more beats that a person would be like, that's interesting. You would choose that beat. I mean, I have straight 60s songs, beats that go like, what do you call it, the Supremes. I have some beats in my mind that from people like the Supremes, like songs like, let me see, Supreme.
Do you worry about like an identity crisis? Because when a listener listens to your music, you'd be like, what kind of rapper is this? Like, is he this kind of rapper? Is he that kind of rapper? Like, are you worried about people thinking that you have like some sort of identity crisis?
Well, for those who will say that, that means they try to put me in a box. And that's like, psych. You thought you knew, but you don't.
Yeah.
You know? Let's see, like this. Let's see.
Yeah, because I don't know, some people don't seem to like that. Like, I don't know.
See?
One example,
Check this out. Check this out.
Yeah.
Like, that's a hot beat.
I can't hear it.
You can't hear it on the stream?
No, oh, wait, on the stream. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I can hear it.
You see? I can rap, I can make a song to that. A person would be like, oh shit, I don't. That's a hot beat right there, you see? And so on and so
Can you
forth.
try to spit something if you can?
Hmm?
Can you try to spit something if you can?
Yeah, I mean, think of the deeper question. Of course, I'm like a reverend, standing at the top, counting myself with a Mac 11. I walk to the crowd, talking about how different heavens, something. You know what I mean? You get the point.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
But there's so much more, you know? It's just one of those, it's, you know, there's so many instrumentals out there. So if it's hot, it's hot. If it's not, it's not.
Yeah. Because, yeah, you know, the reason I asked that is because people like, what's his name, Post Malone or Machine Gun Kelly, for example, I think people like the route that Post Malone went. Like, he was a full-blown rapper. Now he's more like a, I don't know what he
No,
is.
I'm not no Post Malone-ish. Because even when I make a beat,
I'm not saying that you are.
even when I do a beat like that, I'm still gonna make it. It's gonna be hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a hip hop beat. It's just gonna have, you know, a different. It's gonna have a different soul to it. So it's still rap music that I'm doing. You know.
Yeah.
It's just I go left, I go right, I go up, I go down.
I forgot something in my car.
Yeah.
Remember.
And MGK was another one I was going to bring up. He's totally not in the same way he was before. Now he's like full-blown rock or pop or whatever the fuck he's doing. I don't know. I don't listen to MGK. I'm not a fan of his, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know, MGK is just an artist again. You know, he's one of those people who, I mean, he would drop you a rock. The thing about it is he's eating well. And he does what he wants to do. So I love that about him, you know? He's not I mean, you could criticize, you could say what you want to say, but this is somebody who makes a decent amount of money at his shows. He does a lot of shows, and he's able to take care of his family. And nobody's telling him, you got to do this and you got to do that. So it's fine.
But you know when people say, I don't understand why this person became popular, I don't understand why the public made this person popular, MGK is one of those people where I don't understand how people can see this guy and think that he's talented. I never saw the talent in him. I mean, is there a person like that for you that you don't see has the talent, or you don't see why he became popular?
Well, when it comes to that, that's when you have to realize there's much more beneath the surface. And you got to respect it. You got to start looking for deeper than talent. It goes beyond talent, you know. At this point, you got to think of it. That's why you hear me speak the way I speak, because I said having a hot record is just having a hot record. Then you still got to work the record, and then you still got to have the right connections. You see what I'm saying? And then through all that, you have to have the amount of money it would take to do all that. You know what I mean? You can't just meet people. You got to be out there to meet people. You got to be out there. You know, it's gonna $20 to park. You say you want to meet the president of whatever the fuck record label. Oh yeah, they're in there having lunch somewhere in Beverly Hills. $20 to park though. You got to valet it. There you go. That's the expense. Started right there. Then you get in, you shake hands, sit down. They give you the tab. Boom. You know, $35 a plate. No worries, no worries. I want the okay, let me get the shrimp too and the drink. By the time you put a drink with it, you're at another 35 or 25 for the drink. Plus your tip. Shook hands, talk business. Maybe we'll call you tomorrow. We'll see about it. Let's hear it. But tab, $75. Boom. Ching ching. Mind you, we're in Miami. We flew all the way there because this is where the convention was, or whatever the fuck it was. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a music convention. You know, tickets $350 back and forth. That's $600-$700. Rental car. You know what I mean? It costs you just to like maneuver until you can finally do what you want to do, because they're not coming to your house nor your doorstep, and they're not necessarily in Hollywood. You know, they're somewhere. Wherever it is, you got to get there. Especially if you meet the right person, right? So it's one thing to talk like I'm talking. It's another thing for me to be down the street tomorrow and meet somebody who says, "Oh yeah, I know Jay-Z. If you could be in New York next week and bring me a hot record by next week, give me like 5 of them. Next week, Friday, call me when you show up." Now you need $2,000 immediately, like now. You know, it's not like, yeah, hopefully I meet the right person. No. You've met the right person. There he is. So now you need that money. You need to go borrow it. You know, it's more urgent. It's so urgent.
Right.
He said, I don't want to be famous. It's not about being famous. It's having a music career. Go ahead. You were going to say.
No, but that's kind of what I want to bring up, the fame part of it. Do you think you could handle the fame part? Because obviously you don't like people knowing about your personal life, and when you're in the public eye like that, like as being a big musician, it's hard to keep your private life private. So do you think you can handle it?
Well, I think it all comes to, I think my personal habits will help me out a lot in that world, in the sense that I mean, I like being home, and I like being with my family, you know. So, you know, the more money I make, the more I want to chill with the people who really matter. So the fame would just be, it's business to me, you know. It's just business. I go out there, I do a song, you get the check, you come home. You don't go out there and be, you know, it's like even when people were streaming, hanging out here, hanging out there, hanging out. This person is throwing a party, come and stream. This person is throwing a party, come and stream. Sometimes you do it, but for the most part, you try not to be everywhere, you know? So everything in moderation. Long story short, everything in moderation. Everything in moderation, you know? You got to be responsible. It's still just a job. And as long as you recognize that, you'll be fine. You know, you go to work and you come back. Your job is just a little different.
Right, yeah. And do you take into consideration what Kanye says about the industry, like about Jewish people and stuff like that? Would you take that into consideration, be aware to make sure you don't get, I'm not saying all Jewish people are bad, I'm just saying though, like, would you be self-aware to, you know, see who you should surround yourself with and who you shouldn't, because, you know, this guy might take advantage of you, this person might not. I don't know, you have to be really self-aware when it comes to those kind of situations. So do you take what he says to heart, I guess? Oh
yeah, I do. I mean, I do. I really do. And so you know you can only do so much with your awareness. You know what he's saying comes down to making contracts. First of all, you got to be fortunate to be along the lines of the right contract, or you have to have a lot of responsibility, be very responsible, very able on your own, right? So a way not to get fucked in this music game is by having somewhere else that you pay your rent through. You know what I mean? So if you say have this decent job that pays your bills very well, you're not gonna sign for $100,000 on a record deal. You might, But you might say, give me $250 because I already make $100,000 at my job, and they'll be even more impressed. They'll be like, oh shit, you got a regular job? What do you do? Yeah, my regular job pays me $150. You're trying to give me a whole record deal? Like, goddamn, you only want to give me $100,000? Like, come on now, I already know what it's like to get $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
Right. So
Right.
but you could, and you can say that, and you can actually say, you know what? No, I'm not going to take it. You know, you can actually negotiate better terms. But if you're not in a position, if you're more desperate than that, then obviously you might say, sure. I mean, it's $100,000. You know, they're like, I'm gonna give you $100,000 cash. You'd be like, sure. The next person is like, that doesn't change too much in my life, so maybe hold off until you can do better.
Yeah. Do you? I mean, I don't remember what you said about Kanye when all that stuff was happening and where he was supporting Hitler and stuff like that. But were you supporting him when he was doing it, or I mean, what were you doing?
No, I didn't. Of course, Kanye has the right to be wrong. Can I have some of your chapstick? Thank you. Kanye has the right to be wrong. You know, just because he's an entertainer does not mean I'm listening to him for any leading. He's not lead. Kanye does not lead me to nowhere. Hell, put it this way: I only like some of Kanye's music anyway. You know,
Right.
I like his music because he's made a lot of dope songs. I fuck with him heavy, but you know what I mean. It's not like I look towards people like Pac or Jay-Z for that. Okay, you're listening to their notions. You know, I look towards those, not necessarily, but if anything, you know, because they're just more responsible. At least Jay-Z was. Pac was a little more rambunctious. So let me say I look towards the Jay-Z and the 50s. If you want to say you're listening to someone, you know. I mean, I fuck with Kanye too, but he never really moved me to the left or moved me to the right when it came to just reasoning. He may have said some dope shit, but he never... Jay-Z has said things that the reasoning aligned. I was like, oh, you know what, that was very, very insightful, very smart. You know what, I should consider that. Pac has said things that made me say, you know what, you're right, I should consider that. 50 has said shit that made me say, I should consider that. Kanye's never made me say some shit where I was like, I should consider that. He made me say, wow. Right? He made me say, oh shit. He didn't make me say, I should consider that. You know?
Yeah. So then you're more likely to be friends with Jay-Z than you are with Kanye or Tupac. Because,
no, not necessarily. I fuck with Kanye, right? If anything, I would rather sign to a Kanye West than sign to a Jay-Z.
I can understand, but they're all drama though. You're not like a problematic person. You don't like the drama. You don't like the negativity. So, I mean, I could see yourself hanging with Jay-Z and doing all the activities with him. I don't see why.
But the thing is, you have to go where you'll be useful, right? Jay-Z, he's a married man with his kids, of course, like Kanye is, but Jay-Z is like more. He doesn't really fuck with his artists like Kanye does. Like, who has Jay-Z released other than Rihanna recently? Think about it.
Yeah.
He's not really out there musically anymore. And the people who he did release in the past, those guys are on the sideline somewhere. He doesn't really fuck with them like that. You know, I know Rockefeller tour, you know, but Kanye West, all the people who he's released, the John Legends, Travis Scott's, Ty Dolla Signs, I mean, there's so many names, like people who he had say so in their careers. Those guys are still booming, you know, they're still very active.
Yeah, but I think the reason that they came up with Kanye is because those people are pretty problematic as well. John Legend, Travis Scott, all those people.
What do you mean problematic? How are they problematic?
Well, I'm sure, I don't know exactly the exact details, but I'm pretty sure Travis Scott and the fucking what's their names, the Kardashians. They had some drama in the past, and it was all over the news. It probably ruined his life at one point in time, and now it's good. But a lot of drama in their lives. That's probably why he could relate to them so much and help them out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It'll be all right though. But Neo, we are gonna let's reconvene the conversation soon. It's already 8 p.m.
Okay.
It was a great conversation though. We should do it again.
Yeah, anytime people say we should have a podcast together.
Right, exactly.
Because we have good conversations.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea, you know. I'll consider it.
You and me, I think it should be it should be more than 2 people. I feel
It needs to be people
people
who are, you know, that's the thing about a podcast. It needs to be people who are alive, you know. It's not the same if somebody's just on the phone somewhere.
So you can maybe do like a video.
Yeah, you could do a video. Yeah.
But seriously, BZ, I'm not. Trust me, bro. I'm the last. Like, I'm not a faggot at all. But I'm the last person for someone to call me a faggot. Like, bro, I would fucking.
Nah, that's cool, man. That's cool. We already crossed that bridge, bro. We good.
No, I just want to clarify. I want to make you understand because I don't want. If we ever come across an argument again, I don't want to hear the word faggot or anything like that.
All right, you got it, man. You got it.
All right, BC. Take care, my friend.
Cool. We'll talk later. Salute. You too.
Peace.
All I need. Jandro said the word. Said what the word? Who's John? I know the name Jandro. I just don't.
I think that's ISIS friend.
Oh, okay. He's not fun, babe. Man, that's crazy. If I had a studio, I'll just pick an artist like the Supremes and do a whole mixtape, you know, about like choosing every different song of theirs that I like and just do a remix. Choose the next artist, Jay-Z, just do every one of his songs. Just pick the ones I like, just do my own cut. Pac, pick everyone, Method Man, everyone, and just have, there'll be like seasonal compilations of different artists where it's like all the songs of Travis Scott's, Future. Just here's my rendition of your shit. You know?
You don't happen to want to go get those things from the car, do you?
Get what?
I went to the store specifically to get.
It's candy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can go. You can take my car and go. If I go out, I have to it'll disconnect again. Unless you want to wait a few minutes. You know? What the hell have I been up to? I have been paying the rent. You know? Man, I quit what I was doing for all those years, so I had to figure out a new way to go about life. And yeah, so I've been doing that. Eat some food though. It's gonna cook.
What do you have to cook?
But then I still haven't washed these fucking dishes.
boy. Chicks went and hid under the bed.
Chicks is always hiding somewhere. She's gonna come as soon as she starts hearing plates in the kitchen.
Yeah. Movement in there.
Things happen. So why the MIA? I had to focus, bro. Yeah, I had to focus. I still got to focus. You know, this time that I spent over here, I had to put so many things on hold just to do them, just to be here chit-chatting. Agenda tonight, I'm considering. I'm like, man, do I want to buy food and just eat and go to sleep? Or do I want to cook? That means I got to wash dishes to cook, which I don't want to. Oh, shit.
I'm a pretty boy, my bitch just like me. Yeah, my shorts gon' take the ratchets off me. I'm a pretty boy, my bitch just like me. I'm a pretty boy, my bitch just like me. Yeah, my shorts gon' take the ratchets off me. In the car with my shooters beside me. In my castle princess beside me.
How did my speaker disconnect?
Put your tiny pants on, put your tiny shirt on. Shawty want my shooter, not me. Shawty want my shooter, not me. My shooter gon' take the
Oh, it's connected to something else. Oh, there it is. Cooking stream, huh? And you would have to sit over here, and then I have to wash these dishes. You don't do it?
Yes.
You're falling asleep, huh?
I can wash the dishes, they
She gonna keep you guys busy for now.
I could wash the dishes. Hey, chocolate brown. What's up? Sorry, everybody. I'm kind of tired. Holy shit. Now fucking, oh, how long is the song? The study man was saying, how long is this song?
Thank you very much.
It was a long song, but thank you. What do you have to cook? Do you want me to do it? You could talk to them.
Do these dishes?
Yeah.
I don't even know if you can do them.
I know you like to.
No, I mean it's just well, let's see some. Or should we just buy some Chinese?
You want to buy Chinese?
Just get some Chinese.
It's easier.
Cross that bridge. Alright, we'll just get some Chinese, fine.
Yeah.
Oh, we can order it, that's true. But it's never the same.
Yeah. And it costs so much more to order.
Yeah, for the same price. For $20 you can get we're already taken care of already.
Yeah.
If you order it, it's like $40.
Yeah. Chinaman. Order a Chinaman and have him cook the food.
Order some Chinaman, yeah. What about that $10 pizza deal they have? But everybody trying to eat no pizza for dinner.
You know, you feel like you're missing something.
You want to order pizza? We should get a Chinese. You still want to go to the car.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
With the French in your shirt, what does that mean? Oh, je t'aime. Oh, okay.
What happened to Taco Tuesdays?
It is
It's good.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, huh?
Tacos would be $1.
Where though? I don't think anywhere's $1 anymore. Is there?
You can find out. Taco Tuesday? You guys doing Taco Tuesday?
Anonymous sent $5.
Oh, thank you, Anonymous. This sounds good. Oh, okay. It went somewhere else.
Lighted by a charcoal sun,
I mean, big cheeks shrimp.
I paraded on a daydream stallion,
Thank you very much.
protected by everyone. And now I found my stallion if you want me. Leaning on the
You know what time it is? It's dinner time. Dinner time. Dinner time.
Mixed from the road as I passed, I saw them left standing.
Just gonna make dinner for chicks.
Too many choices
So
to
as soon
decide.
as I gotta go to the kitchen,
Now
come
tell
out
my stallion if you want
Where was she under the bed?
I don't know if she came in and out. I think so. From over that way. All your fans are saying hello to
Look at her face. She's like,
all your fans. So hi.
Fortune was a kingly girl, played with her sword like a wand. I wanted her.
oh, we gotta go get the Chinese.
Then leave me alone. And now
So,
tell my stallion if you want me to. And leave me alone.
Coming up
What are you looking at?
Daydream Stallion.
Huh?
Daydream Stallion.
Daydream Stallion. Chick, you ever heard? Yeah, you missed.
She said I had
I
enough.
know. Chick, you be like, fuck chat. Cool. Oh, thank you.
Sent $5 for Betty washing dishes and clean Ev's Peter Wacker too.
Speaking about, I just remember I haven't watched the TV
Oh.
because it sounded like a movie. You know?
I was like, what are you thinking about?
I haven't had this TV in a long time. What song is this?
Not yet, chick.
Who's Peter Wacker? Oh, I gotta restart. I gotta redo my network.
She was referring to the donut.
Who?
Chocolate dog. She says Peter Wacker because that's what they call the, that's what they said in the donut. Dono.
Oh, okay. Cassie? She has like one. She has probably 2 good songs. More like one. Pretty much one. But one that I really know of. Let me see this here.
No, I was just reading
I'm trying to connect my Wi-Fi right now. Some Britney Spears. I'm not the one playing this.
the donut.
Choice drawer 148. See. You might as well set your own shit right now.
Yeah.
Choice drawer 148. If you want it.
Yes. And it's which one?
Whoa. Doesn't even show here.
Anonymous sent $5 Bobby Womack's homie.
There you go.
How's everybody feeling?
This one.
Well, you feeling all right? Let me hear you say yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Thank you again. Thank you. You make good home cooked meals, baby?
When I want to, of course.
Oh, maybe I'm looking at the wrong one. Oh no, I'm looking at the right one. So why is it saying over here?
I don't know. Connected on mine.
Oh yeah? I'm not connected. I don't have Netflix. You have Netflix? I think I could do. I'll do this. Let me see.